Okay. Are you going to be doing this?
Sure.
All right, stream. Thank you very much for tuning in. My tag's Oats. I don't know, whatever. You guys can find me on Twitter at MARCEUX. It's been a pleasure, MacD, commentating Grant or Top 24.
You too, Marco.
Get out of here, dude.
You're the one who's being ridiculous. Are there 2 headsets?
No, we could just
Koji's got this. Share the chair. Come on in. How's it going? How did that feel?
well, I mean, I think we were both expecting to fight Rishi and Vlad.
Really?
So we were kind of preparing for it because they beat the Double Fox in winners.
Did you see the set at all, or did you just?
We kind of tuned in,
Okay.
and they were destroying them. Yeah, the Double Fox was kind of going in, but yeah, I don't know. It was kind of a surprise, so we kind of had to like jump into it at like a really high-paced match.
Right.
But it was still fun.
Yeah, that's what we were saying back here is any chance of Crushing KJH beating you guys is they have to go quick because you guys are going to start to figure them out if they don't take off, and
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah, they had a pretty good start to get
Yeah.
but I think they just lacked on the kill conversions. Ultimately, we picked them up.
That was the biggest thing we noticed about their team is they've got to be first or second time teaming if anything. So their teamwork was
Yeah,
rough.
They said they only had 2 team combos the whole tournament.
They kind of like
They
kind of
definitely
like
did.
gave up a little bit too.
Testing.
They kind of gave up.
Two, mic check.
At the end of the second game.
Mic
yeah.
check.
Yeah, no, the end of the thing, it was funny because I was so focused on Crush coming down and just spamming up B, and then all of a sudden they're freaking out because you guys do that sick combo. There you go, put that on. Yeah, so you guys, okay, that combo looks super planned. That looked like Team UGS, like Armada's floating way off the stage, ready to combo.
I don't know if it was super planned. It was just really good awareness on Kevin to like
Jump way off the stage.
position out there.
Well, usually what we do is like, I think it came from like a up throw, and usually he back airs, and I jump out there, and in one jump I just do a down air.
Right.
But since he up tilted, I needed to like stall and await, and it just made it look even cooler.
Okay.
And he even said like, oh wow, that was like a UGS combo. We call it huge, just huge combos, but yeah.
You guys definitely like set up like that. All right, so besides that, so you guys thought you might fight Rishi Lod, but what was the team you were most scared of coming into this tournament? Because you guys were kind of the odds-on favorite. Like, there's no real big threats here comparative to what you guys are used to. So I'm wondering if you were worried.
Well, it's always scary to fight Double Fox.
Okay.
But I think in terms of like teamwork-wise, it was definitely Rishi and Lod.
Okay.
So
They definitely, out of all the teams here, had the best teamwork outside of maybe Lucky Reno, but
yeah, I kind of wanted to play them too. They're pretty scary. So
they couldn't beat the Double Fox again. So
yeah, it was really close though. I saw Reno's 2v1.
Oh, it was a 2v1? Oh.
Yeah, it was so crazy.
Yeah, we were just kind of waiting here, like, oh, what's going on? But so what did you learn from this tournament at teams? Anything?
What did we learn? Oh, we learned that.
Wait, don't tell them.
Okay. We didn't learn anything.
We learned something about formations. and
Okay,
That's it.
that's all.
Yeah.
That's all we get is something
Yeah.
about formations.
Yeah.
Team Alliance was watching right now. We
What?
can't-
Yeah, we can't explicitly go into detail.
So you've realized that my questions were very leading for very specific reasons.
But I mean, like, just in general, pacing, being able to start our first match like strong, because I think leading up to top 8, we were like really slow in all of our first matches. I think we lost a game to.
We lost a game to pretty much everyone. Cyrox, West Balls.
Right, that
and
one.
it was always the first game.
Lod Rishi
so.
game 1, and then I think one other team.
After fighting, that was actually something I was touching on. Cyrox West Balls. How scared of them were you guys actually, especially after game 1?
Okay, well, we have like struggled with Falco in teams a lot.
Yes.
Specifically Fox Falco, so it was pretty scary. But
we kind of had a game plan going in.
Right.
We knew
Okay.
how Weston would approach the set at the beginning, and if we were able to like inch out the lead, we kind of felt like he would crumble in the end. We thought Cyrox played pretty consistent overall, and it was I think Weston's lasers were just a little bit off.
Yeah,
That's it.
they were close,
I-
but yeah.
I think that was Cyrox's recoveries, but
Sometimes
Well,
he wasn't going.
It's a two.
yeah.
It's a two-way.
It was
street.
definitely a both way. Sometimes it was
two-way
definitely
street.
West balls, but some Cyrox
Yeah, I know.
rough.
There were a few times where he went like straight down.
I do
Or-
think that they are a really strong team, and they have a lot of potential still. They just have a lot of kinks also.
Yeah.
to work
I
out.
think they're like a good team to look out for, though.
Definitely.
Starting like now.
The thing I think if they had just more synergy or more ways to like focus on killing you guys, that set was, it seemed like it was theirs. Like from what I was watching, I was like, you guys are winning. Like you guys are beating PewFat, but you're just not.
They were doing really well at scrapping and saving each other in the first 2 games, but I don't think I think they like kind of lost some stamina,
Yeah.
some of that fire.
Yeah. Ultimately, in doubles, it just comes down to the kill conversions, right? It's not that hard getting the percent, but you know, it's whether or not you can get the kills.
True.
So
Yeah, Cyrox loved to go for the 1v1 edge guard on you a lot, and Wes was like fighting you, and you'd be off stage, and I'm like, Cyrox, just run to the other side of the stage.
Yeah. I think it's good for them to do it like that because I think Weston is a good matchup for Zach and teams because like you can't take your time against Falco.
Yeah.
So it feels like he dictates a lot of the pace, which is what we struggle with a lot. So
Falco.
And so what are you most happy with this tournament besides winning?
Winning.
What with your play? What were you guys happy? So you said what you're kind of unhappy about. You know, you're starting slow a lot in a lot of the games. So what were you strong at? What were you happy with? What
Well, I mean, we were able to close out sets even when we were faced with deficits.
that
but
one game.
Stocks of 5.
You got janked all into let me go fight Marth on the edge. Oops, I died. Let me go fight Marth on the edge. Oops, I died.
Yeah. But then, like, we didn't ever really lose our cool. There were a lot of moments where I felt like we could have lost our cool. Like, one of them was Cyrox West balls. Cyrox just kept living because he just kept getting lasered.
Yeah.
And I was just like, don't panic. Like, we have to stay strong. And then the other part was, you know, in that Rishi Laud game where I was just like, we can still win. Like, just don't give up. We can still win.
I definitely kind of counted that game over at that point. And then 30, 40 seconds later, I'm like, all right, so it's 3 stocks to 3, and I guess PFAT's going to win this one. Cause
Kevin's very good at keeping the team in a calm level. Like, even when we do really hype things, we don't get hype over it because,
okay, cool, let's go.
you know,
Basically.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I think
Well, except the
it's
last
good.
one.
Well,
It's
when
good
you're-
to. I think it's good to like celebrate, but not get too high, and then conversely, when you get destroyed, not get too low.
Right.
And there, you know, you just got to stay like in that mid tier.
So
of, like hype and energy.
does that only apply mid-game, or like if you do a super cool thing at the end of the game to win the game, but the set's still going on, do you get your highs a little higher, or?
Well, I think there have been moments where like against the odds we win. Like he gets a lot of 2v1s, and like for like 5 seconds we'll like yell and like get hype, but then like
There's a
one of us
cooldown
will always
period.
say like like bring it down.
Right.
Like we have to bring it down right now. Just get our heart rate back. Like don't get too tense and stuff like that.
Get that out of your system and then just
Yeah.
recoup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like if you do something really good and you ignore it and you're just both like stone-faced, then it's like there's no reward to doing it, besides,
And probably in the back of the head, you guys are like, okay, that was so cool. And
Right.
it's like, why
you're
aren't we doing
freaking out.
it?
You're like
come on,
building
that
up
was so
energy
cool.
Yeah,
when
yeah.
when you should just release it.
But that's like that's when like good team communication comes in to just like be able to like dude, calm down, or
Yeah,
like
let's regain center and
Yeah.
like close this game out.
Yeah.
Cool. So I won't ask you guys for any more secrets about your gameplay, just in case UGS is watching.
they are
But
watching.
They are.
But just in case. Who knows?
Mhm.
Do you see Armada? They're sleeping or something. DreamHack Sweden,
Oh, that's true.
They're
So
watching the VOD.
They're
Yeah,
gonna-
they're watching the VOD after DreamHack.
maybe
so.
not this interview. Who
Secrets.
knows?
No, they're watching it.
So the important thing, though, speaking of Team UGS, is the Fuse circuit, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
This was the last tournament.
Oh,
You guys,
are we second?
do you know?
I think we're second.
I think
I think they had a really big lead from winning the last 5 tournaments.
that's a lot of tournaments.
So-
They won. Did they win Big House?
They did win.
GTX Big House.
Big House was worth a ton of points. So if they won Big House, this isn't going to catch you up.
Yeah, but it's okay. You know, like last fuse.
Unfortunately.
Last fuse, we were also second seed, and we
Right.
ended up winning the whole tournament.
Either way,
so.
I mean, you guys are going to be first and second seed. It's not the biggest deal, and because they're doing the random seed this time. So.
Oh, interesting. What's really funny is we got second seed, and then we had to fight Ice and
yeah,
Leffen,
you
and they are just like, it was after Evo, so
Oh,
just like,
yeah.
screw this, and they went like double Mario or something, so they didn't even get to semis.
Wait, it's random? Wait, how do you...
They're
what is that?
the tennis seeding. So it's first and second seed are set.
Oh, cool.
Third and fourth, I think, are random, and 5 through 8 are random. They're
Oh.
doing the tennis
Oh,
seeding.
cool.
So that it's
cool.
not, because you know how points can be kind of weird,
Yeah.
and people
Based
always
off
talk about
attendance.
seeding and blah blah blah.
Mhm.
So we don't
That's
know
cool.
when that is, right? We don't know when the Fuse finals are. It's not been
I
announced as far as
thought
I
it was
know.
at Genesis.
That's
or
what
no?
I was thinking, but
Maybe
I
not.
It's like awfully soon.
yeah.
Wait, that's actually too much, because then there's like a
Genesis.
doubles tournament. Yeah.
So I don't think it'll be at Genesis. We'll see. We'll see what Fuse does.
Yeah.
So just any thoughts on Fuse? What you guys are looking forward to there?
All the new teams who are trying to like build themselves
yeah.
up. I
Vlad
think that's dope.
Rishi, Cyrox West Balls.
Who's club teaming with?
Mewtwo King.
King
Oh, really?
He's
for the last time.
yeah.
We don't have to go into that.
One and done.
I don't know how Drug Fox and
I don't think they made it.
oh, really?
Unless they did
Rough.
really well, unless they would have had to have won or got like second at Famicom, and I don't think they did.
Okay.
And here, like
Interesting.
there was, well, I don't know how
Who
the points
knows?
played out for 8th place anymore because me and Crush didn't enter this. So like
You and Crush? Oh, because you guys are teaming for Fuse?
mhm.
Oh, I see.
Well,
Are you?
Are
in
you
or
are you
not?
offended?
no.
Okay.
No, it's just different subject. It's not about you guys. I'm just saying, like,
Okay.
there's another 8th spot open because me and Crush didn't enter this tournament. So there's another team that's going to be taking the
I see what you're saying. Okay.
the top 8 spots outside of us.
What time is singles tomorrow?
Check Smash GG. That's not my job. I'm here to ask you questions. All right,
That's for the viewers at home. What time do they tune in?
That's not my job. Koji, one last question about Fuse, and we'll let you guys go. So
okay.
well, you've had one Fuse. You've experienced that.
Mhm.
What? How will this Fuse like top 8 only doubles tournament? How does that differ for you guys from just a normal tournament? Basically, how does the invitational aspect of it differ from? We'll get to that.
I think the big thing is we don't get like warm-up sets. It's like a lot of times in a big tournament, especially, we play, I don't know, 3 or 4 sets before we get to like the top 64, and like that's really crucial for us to just like iron out the kinks, get familiar with the team again, do our stuff, and yeah.
Yeah. And there's just a lot more teams to practice against too. Like at the invitationals, we're gonna be practicing with the people we're often gonna play.
Right.
You know, so it's like it's a little bit harder in that regard, but it's definitely a lot more fun.
Okay, cool. So we'll see if you guys can start strong at the Fuse, since now you guys know you need to work on that and
Yeah.
positioning.
Yeah.
Was it formations? It was
yes,
formations.
yes,
All right.
yes.
Something about formations, Team UGS or anyone else in the top 8 who's listening. Hey, if I get to interview those guys, I'll ask them the exact same questions and
For
try to
sure.
work the answers out of
Thank
them.
you,
So
thank you. I hope that they do the same thing.
They
and-
fall prey. I'm very soft, calm, and persuasive. People, you almost answered my question. You almost straight up.
He
did.
almost answered it,
I
but
would've.
then I was like, no, wait. So
I've got So, congrats, I guess. Good job.
Thank you.
appreciate it.
I guess kind of expected, but still always nice to win.
Totally.
Even
These
if it
trophies are ginormous.
Yeah, they're
These are
great. I
Probably the
could-
best trophies we've
Yeah,
ever won.
if I could like fall on it and impale myself. It's that sharp. It's actually terrifying.
Okay,
Please
well, let's
no.
make
Please
sure
no.
it's higher on a shelf so that
Yes, so then it can
and
fall
farther
on
back.
me.
Yeah. Okay, let's put it in the middle of a shelf so that you're good.
Cool.
For
sure.
All right.
So yeah, and
we
then I
good?
guess
Can we do a quick shout out to
Always,
our sponsor, of
always,
course,
of
Counter Logic
course.
Gaming. Thanks for
CLG,
putting us up.
baby.
Follow
Thanks for-
CLG. We're about to enter 2018, which is going to be a great year of CLG. And
Yeah.
Franchise league team, no CS:GO teams. Crazy things are happening over there.
Yeah, lots
It
of
is.
changes. But
Lots of changes, but
yeah,
still
We're here-
Smash players,
We're here
right?
to stay. We're here
Yes.
to
You
stay.
guys, Void,
not in a cat.
and so you
And
guys
Bobby.
avoid
Don't forget Bobby.
your coach, of course,
Yes,
Bobby.
yes.
Bobby, the
Shout-outs
coach.
to Coach. Oh yeah, shoutouts to Coach giving us a yoga routine before winners finals. That was
It
crucial.
was actually really crucial.
Is that what that was going on over there?
Yeah,
we
we
were
went
so
outside.
lethargic, and then we just did some yoga, and then
People
we
were
just felt
walking
so
by
much
us,
better.
and they were just like laughing a little bit. I was like, you know what, guys.
So yoga.
They're not winning the
Team
tournament.
UGS, yoga's a
It's first. Everyone should do yoga.
No, they won't.
You
do
always
yoga.
yeah.
Everybody should do
you
it.
talk
I've been
up
telling
yoga.
the SoCal people for a while now.
Hot
They're
yoga.
not gonna
You
do
always
yoga.
like come to hot yoga. It's like, you know, if I didn't have to drive an hour and a half to go sit in a room
I'll come
and
to
die,
you. I'll come to you.
you'll come to me and do hot yoga. Okay, well.
For sure.
So anyway,
Cool.
tune in.
Are we done?
Yeah, 10:30 a.m. tomorrow
All right.
for singles. Catch it all. Watch this guy win the tournament. Watch this guy win the tournament.
What about you, McCain?
Are you in?
I can't win the tournament.
Oh, you're not in the
I
tournament?
can't win the. I'm not in the tournament. I can't win the
Oh,
tournament.
okay.
So which one of you guys who? Any
it's
singles?
gonna be
It'll
grand
be
finals.
decided tomorrow.
Grand finals?
So
Winners
tune
finals
in.
too?
Everyone tune in.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah,
all right.
We'll see about it.
Thanks, you guys. We'll see
Thanks,
you
guys.
tomorrow.